This question is factorize, and the question it says factorize completely. And the first question says 18 minus 2x squared. So what you do once you see a question is like this, you copy it the way it is, which is this one. Always when it comes to factorize, they have to give you a small number which will enter into that big number. So always once it's factorized, that small number, it means that it can enter into that big number. So always that small number, it is common, and you check. So you can see here it's 18 minus 2x squared. So what is common here? It's 2. You write 2 like this, you open. And then you say, how many times can 2? How many times can 2 go into 18? It goes how many times? 2 times. How many times can 2 go into 18? It goes 9 times. So these 2, you divide it into what? 18, which is what? 9, minus. Already this 2, it's already out. And what has remained? It's x squared. Now, you can't end here. Why? Because this is what we call difference of two squares. So, difference of two squares has got a negative sign and a positive sign. So, what do I mean by that? You have to look for the square root of 9. So square root of 9 is what? 3. So you sprint this into 2. And you say 3 minus x, you close, again open, 3 plus x, close. So that when you multiply all this, you have to get what? 18. So if you say 2 times 3, what do you get? You get 18. 2 times 3, it's what? 6. 6 times 3, it's 18. 2 times x, it's 2x. 2x times x, it's 2x squared. Then it means it's correct. So you come to the second one, which is 32x squared minus 50. So what is common? You have to look for a number which can go in both, in 32 and 50. And that number is what? 2. So how many times can 2 go into 32? It goes 16 times. What has remained? X squared minus. How many times can 2 go into 50? It goes 25 times. Now, this is what we call difference of two squares. So you write 2. What's the square root of 16? It's 4. Now it had the x squared. So it's 4x minus. What's the square root of 25? It's 5. So 5 times 5, what do you get? You get 25. So square root of 25, it's 5. You open again. 4x plus what? 5. This is where you end. You come to C. You come to C. 4ab plus 6ac minus 6bd minus 9cd. So you copy. This is what I've done. So here, what is common here? You look for a number which can go in 4 and in 6. And that number is what? 2. Which other letter which is common between these two? It's A. You write it there. So how many times can 2 go into 4? It goes into. What has remained? B. Plus. How many times can 2 go into 6? It goes 3 times. What has remained? C. Because A is already out. Minus this sign, you put it there. You look also for a number which can go in both 6 and 9. That number is what? 3. Which other letter which is common between these two? It's D. So how many times can 3 go into 6? It goes 2. Now what has remained? It's B. Negative times negative, what do you get? You get a positive. How many times can a 3 go into 9? It goes 3 times. Which letter which has remained? C. You put it there like that. Always these which are in the brackets, they have to be the same. Always, they have to be the same. If it's a positive, also here should be positive. If it's a negative, also there should be a negative. If you discover that there are different signs, then it means you made a mistake somewhere when answering. And then at the end, you just pick the one which is outside, which is 2a minus 3d, which is this one, and then just get one of these because they are the same, which is what I've done here. This is where you end. This is how you answer factorization.